Welcome, Guardians. This is Pwnstar here today to provide a detailed review of Silimar's Wrath. My ideal loadout for this weapon. Note, reactive reload and both crowd control, and either, well, ideally, would be perfect balance or fitted stock. 1 in 400 chance. It took me over 200 motes and 3 iron banners to get this weapon like this, that everybody quickly discounts even after the nerf of this weapon being terrible. So I'm going to take you through a quick 9 kills in 50 seconds to show you what this weapon is capable of. After I get a kill, and note I have a quick reload, I'm going to replay some of these clips so you can see just how quick I melt these guys. Doing 17 precision damage after a kill nets me those two rolls, both reactive reload and crowd control stack, so it's a 50% buff essentially in your damage output, roughly, I would have to say. I don't know what the exact math is, but it's basically they do stack. So having both crowd control, normally reactive reload gives you a 30% buff, and I think crowd control is a 15% buff after a kill. So those in combination are absolutely deadly. Now the biggest concern about this weapon is its control. So having either fitted stock or perfect balance. Perfect balance, of course, is best, but fitted stock's nearly just as good. So let me replay this clip uninterrupted just to show you again 9 kills in 50 seconds with this gun. Now, this is a problem I see with the quote bullet hoses out there that everybody's very critical of this gun. I think this gun's great just out of the box without these two perks. Actually, you're gonna laugh at this. Okay, I've had 3 of these weapons in the past. What I've done is to re-rolled and re-rolled, and I finally got this one. But I really like the one out of the box. I fully upgraded it. The one that Lord Saladin sells. I fully upgraded it, and then once I realized I got this one, I'm like, well, I probably don't need that one anymore, so I deleted it. Well, I just recently went back through the latest Iron Banner and regrinded through 5 ranks to buy it yet again, so I could have it with this one as well, because I really like the out-of-the-box one as well, with both counterbalance and perfect balance working together. That thing has absolutely no recoil. And this one still jumps around a little bit. You can see that sometimes I have difficulty landing targets even with fitted stock. Ideally, perfect balance is best. But, you know, like I said, 1 in 400 chance. You better take what you can get if you get either perfect balance or fitted stock in combination with reactive reload and crowd control. But having that bonus buff and damage, just, you know, this makes this weapon an absolute monster. I mean, I'm not going to say it's the other one's better out of the box, but it's a very solid option is what I'm trying to say as well. It's not as bad as everybody tries to make it out to be, because I've done great matches in Iron Banner. I have lots of footage I could show you. It's a little outdated now post-nerf, but I just tore it up in Iron Banner with just a stock one. But this one is my this is my pride. I love this weapon. I think it looks cool, and it's just funny to watch the look of bewilderment on your enemies' faces. And I occasionally get messages as well, like, how are you doing good with this gun? And this, not to brag here, guys, but I booted up Destiny today. I played, I think, 4 or 5 matches consecutively, and I ran this weapon as my primary. I was MVP every match. I ran a +2 OKD every match of those matches. And again, not to brag, this is some gameplay from one of those matches. But this weapon, I feel like, and no, not to gripe on Pwnstar, but he just released a video today, and it just motivated me to make this video because I've been putting it off. But he basically declared this weapon the worst gun in the game, and I'm taking a little beef with your opponent if you're watching this, because this weapon is capable of more. And I think people, if they're patient, they store it and just try to keep re-rolling it. You never know. It was a quest for me to get that roll, and to be honest with you, I've burned through over 120 motes. Not this last Iron Banner, but the one before, and I acquired, you know, I did not get the loadout I wanted for this gun, and I acquired 5 more motes, and it was on that 5th roll, or excuse me, I acquired 10 more motes, and on that 5th roll is when this dropped. I couldn't believe it. So sometimes you get lucky. It may not take you this long to roll, but again, the odds are, and I want to give a shout out to Captain Chronicles. He was on the forums, and that's another great thing about Destiny is the forums. Very good people on there. He actually is the one directed me to this loadout, and he's one of those people that's more the wise and told me on the forums that this is the best loadout for this gun. And I was curious about this gun when it first launched. Yes, the teabag and the dancing is good. Get really serious here in a moment, and I'll actually be talking you through some of my gameplay or some tips, some strategies break down some gameplay, give you some guys some strategies on how I use this weapon and loadout, and just striker class in general, because Titan class is what I play. But anyway, Captain Chronicles, the forums, the community is very good on this game. Very good. There's definitely some mature guys out there, some immature as well, but some very good players out there that know their stuff. And he directed me to this loadout, and I'm very grateful to him for giving me this information. Fusion rifles. Yes, they're still good. As long as you know the ranges to use them. Right there's a good example. This took me 2 shots to take him out. This is a new Monarchy fusion rifle. If you ever get one, take a look at the rolls. If you got, and the rolls are terrible on this one I have right now. But if you ever get one with accelerated coils like I do with this one, keep it. Because they're so rare to get, and it's an absolute monster. Now right here, you can always tell a fusion rifle player by their charge up light. Whenever you see that light start strafing, because that's basically going to give you the greatest chance to survive. I'll replay this slow motion. You see me just kind of dodging the majority of that blast, allowed me to survive to get my blast on him. And also, shotguns, you can clearly just see the player with the shotgun, the way they hold the shotgun, the way their body looks. So if you see a shotgun guy and you got a fusion rifle, you're going to win. Just back up. Just start backing up. As long as they're not right on top of you, it's no problem. You'll laugh at them all day long as they desperately, even with their fell winter's lie, desperately try to charge at you and get that blast on it. It's almost kind of comical now, the nerf on the shotguns. I've actually seen warlocks come around a corner, be like out of range with their shotgun hit, but hit me with their melee range, because their melee range is so ridiculously long, and actually kill me instead of their shotgun. I just kind of laugh at that sometimes. Or not laugh, but more likely rage. But again, not to pick on Pwn, but appreciate your commentary about this weapon. I just kind of want to give a rebuttal to your video. Now, after heavy drops, almost a guarantee 100% that in this corridor there will be someone with a heavy. So just go in there. If you got a super, just hit it down, because that's about the only way you're going to survive those situations, especially if you're out of heavy ammo. Now, Titans, your lightning grenade is your greatest asset, even more so when your shoulder charge is hated. Here's a good example. Let me just break out of the gameplay real quick and just show you why this is so good. I've been meaning to put out a review out of the lightning grenade. There's a quad kill, just to kind of show what it's capable of. I can't even tell you how many kills I have lightning grenades. Probably, it's probably up there more or just as much as of all my weapons. So use it to your advantage, outsmart your enemies. Know the corridors that they're in, and the thing's got like a 20-foot range on the thing. I've heard people already calling for nerfs of that as well. It's absolutely devastating. It's bar none my favorite aspect of this class, the Titan Striker. The shoulder charge, I use it every now and then. I don't think it's as good as everybody makes it out to be, because a lot of times you get kill trade or suicide, especially with shotgun guys. But lightning grenade, give me 2 of those. I run armamentarian, if I can talk. Armamentarian, the chest piece that allows me to have 2 lightning grenades, and that's all I need. Now, see, unlike you warlocks out there, Titans actually have to use an exotic piece of armor to actually get 2 lightning grenades. We just don't get to nonchalantly pick that up, you know, as like a fusion grenade warlock, like, oh yeah, here's a perk here for you to get 2 grenades. Hey, let's just make you more overpowered. You know, I argue, guy, a little bit in the class balancing here, that Titans are the weakest. We have to work for our kills. We have to use weapons to get our kills. We don't have gold guns, we don't have blade dancers, we have to use our supers to basically counter the other supers when it's convenient in our situation to our advantage. Basically, the only thing good about Titans and Strikers is the lightning grenade, and that's about it. Shoulder charge, there you go, there's 1 kill with it. You're not going to see me running around non-stop with it. It's not as good as everyone makes it out to be, but this is a good example. Listen.
Neutralized.
So I heard that super activate. I know it's a blade dancer coming, and that's when I use my super. That's how you counteract that rock, paper, scissors element. Now right here, again, I saw the charge up. That's a foolish fusion rifle example, or player, because that's a good example of the blast pattern being nerfed here after the latest patch. Do not use fusion rifles at that range. You're just not going to pull off those kills anymore. Lightning grenade again, always helping me out when I am just right here. I should have had that guy with my Silimar's Wrath. Somehow I've missed him, and the lightning grenade killed it up. Look at this guy just rematerialized before my eyes. Know your spawn locations, know your weapon limits. I'm a tickler at this range. This gun's useless at this range, so pull back. Let's throw out some more grenades here. Outsmart your enemy. You know they're going to be coming at you. You know they're spawning there. So throw out the lightning grenade and maybe you'll get a kill. Kind of just covers that whole corridor there. And it's up there behind them. So they're more focused on me as opposed to where my grenade is. And you capitalize on that predictability. And we'll wrap up one more kill there with the 13 precisions. Even without my reactive reload or crowd control, you can see how quickly this thing melts people as long as you get them in the head. You have to aim for the head. So again, that was a lot to take in. Hope you guys liked this video. Remember those tips, those strategies. The Striker Titan's a great class. I think it's a great PvPer. It's not as strong as the other classes without question, but used smartly, you can still dominate the battlefield. Thank you again, Pwn. I hope you saw this video. It's a rebuttal. I think Silimar's Wrath is not the worst gun in the game, particularly with these rolls. I encourage you guys to hold on to it, reforge it, hopefully get those rolls, and I will see you guys on the battlefield.